particularly when combined with topical treatments and possibly birth control pills. Lifestyle factors significantly impact hormonal acne. Stress increases cortisol production, which increases androgen activity and sebum production. Implementing stress reduction techniques like meditation, yoga, regular exercise, and adequate sleep improves hormonal balance and acne. Regular aerobic exercise appears particularly beneficial for hormonal regulation. Diet influences hormonal acne through multiple mechanisms. High glycemic foods spike blood sugar and insulin, stimulating sebaceous gland activity and androgen production. Reducing refined carbohydrates and sugar while increasing complex carbohydrates, fiber, and whole foods helps regulate blood sugar and improve acne. Some research suggests dairy products, particularly skim milk, may trigger acne through hormonal pathways. Reducing dairy or switching to hormone-free milk might help if dairy appears to worsen your acne. Insulin resistance, common in women with PCOS, worsens hormonal acne. Reducing refined carbohydrates and sugar, eating regular meals with balanced macronutrients, and maintaining healthy body weight improves insulin sensitivity and can significantly reduce acne. Adding inositol supplementation may help with insulin resistance in some women. Discuss this with your healthcare provider. When to consider professional treatment for hormonal acne. If your acne is severe, widespread, or causes significant psychological distress, see a dermatologist and gynecologist together. If topical treatments haven't adequately controlled your acne after 3 months of consistent use, discuss systemic treatment options. If you suspect hormonal imbalances, irregular periods, excessive hair growth, fertility issues, see both specialists. Guide 8. Natural and evidence-based home remedies for mild to moderate acne. While prescription and over-the-counter acne treatments are scientifically validated and highly effective, several natural ingredients have research supporting their acne-fighting properties. These natural remedies can supplement professional treatments or be used alone for mild acne. Understanding which natural ingredients are evidence-based versus marketing hype is crucial. Tea tree oil is one of the most researched natural acne remedies. Multiple studies demonstrate its antibacterial and anti-inflammatory properties. Tea tree oil kills acne-causing bacteria and reduces inflammation associated with pimples. However, undiluted tea tree oil is irritating and can cause contact dermatitis, redness, and dryness. Always dilute tea tree oil with a carrier oil like coconut oil, jojoba oil, or argan oil before applying to skin. A typical dilution is 5 to 10% tea tree oil mixed with carrier oil. Apply this diluted mixture as a spot treatment to individual pimples using a cotton swab. Don't apply to your entire face, as this may be overly drying. Aloe vera has well-documented anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial properties. Pure aloe vera gel, applied directly from the leaf or as a pure gel product, soothes inflamed acne, reduces redness, and promotes healing. Aloe vera doesn't have the side effects associated with many acne treatments. It won't dry your skin excessively or cause irritation. Apply pure aloe vera gel as a spot treatment or all over your face as a lightweight moisturizer. Most people tolerate aloe vera well, though some experience mild irritation. If you're allergic to plants in the Liliaceae family, lilies, onions, garlic, you might react to aloe. Honey, particularly raw and manuka honey, has antimicrobial, anti-inflammatory, and healing properties. Raw honey contains enzymes and compounds that fight bacteria and reduce inflammation. It's gentle and suitable even for sensitive skin. Apply raw honey as an occasional face mask. Mix a small amount with water to create a spreadable consistency. Apply to clean skin for 10 to 15 minutes, then rinse with lukewarm water. You can do this 1 to 2 times weekly. Some people apply honey directly to pimples as a spot treatment. Honey is gentle, affordable, and many people find it effective for mild acne. Green tea contains powerful antioxidants called catechins that have antibacterial, anti-inflammatory, and sebum-reducing properties. Studies demonstrate that topical green tea application reduces acne severity. Brew strong green tea, allow it to cool completely, and use it as a rinse after cleansing, as a toner, or apply it to your face with a cotton pad. Alternatively, use a face mask or moisturizer containing green tea extract. Many commercial skincare products now include green tea for its antioxidant benefits. Most people tolerate green tea topically well, though those with sensitive skin might experience mild dryness. Zinc supplements taken orally may reduce acne severity, particularly in people who are zinc deficient. Zinc plays roles in immune function, wound healing, and anti-inflammatory processes. Studies show mixed results, but some demonstrate zinc supplementation improves acne, particularly in conjunction with other treatments. Typical zinc supplementation for acne is 25 to 50 mg daily. However, excessive zinc supplementation can cause nausea and copper deficiency, so don't exceed recommended doses without medical guidance. Consult your doctor before starting zinc supplements, particularly if you take other medications. Niacinamide, vitamin B3, is a natural compound with antibacterial, anti-inflammatory, and sebum-regulating properties. While available in supplements, topical niacinamide is more relevant for acne. Many skincare products now include 4 to 5% niacinamide. Studies demonstrate that niacinamide reduces sebum production and acne lesions with minimal irritation. It's suitable even for very sensitive skin and works well alongside other treatments. Azelaic acid, a naturally occurring compound found in grains like barley and rye, has proven antibacterial and anti-inflammatory properties. It's more commonly available as a prescription medication, Azelaic, Phenacea, or in over-the-counter products, but azelaic acid is naturally derived. It's particularly effective for post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation and rosacea-related acne. Dietary changes based on research can improve acne. Eating antioxidant-rich foods like berries, dark chocolate, and colorful vegetables reduces inflammation throughout your body, including your skin. Omega-3 fatty acids from fish, walnuts, and ground flax seeds have anti-inflammatory effects and may reduce acne. Increasing fiber intake through whole grains and vegetables improves digestion and may improve skin. Reducing sugar and refined carbohydrates reduces blood sugar spikes that worsen acne. Hydration deserves special mention. Drinking adequate water, about 8 to 10 glasses daily, maintains skin hydration from within, supports detoxification, and promotes overall skin health. While water alone won't cure acne, adequate hydration is fundamental to clear skin. Sleep is profoundly important. During sleep, your body releases growth hormone and reduces cortisol, supporting skin repair and reducing inflammation. Poor sleep increases cortisol, promotes inflammation, and worsens acne. Consistently getting 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep significantly improves skin health and acne. Stress reduction through meditation, yoga, deep breathing, or regular exercise reduces cortisol and inflammation, directly improving acne. Chronic stress is a well-documented acne trigger. Even 10 to 15 minutes of daily meditation or yoga can measurably improve skin. Important limitations of natural remedies. Most natural remedies are suitable for mild acne only. If you have moderate to severe acne, particularly cystic acne, natural remedies are insufficient and you require professional treatment. Natural remedies work best alongside professional treatments, not as replacements. Natural doesn't automatically mean safe or effective. Many natural substances are irritating or ineffective for acne. Finally, natural remedies require consistent use for 4 to 8 weeks to demonstrate effectiveness. Don't expect immediate results. Guide 9. Spot Treatment Mastery, Targeted Acne Lesion Treatment and Prevention. Spot treatments allow you to apply potent acne-fighting ingredients directly to individual pimples, minimizing exposure to surrounding healthy skin. Mastering spot treatment techniques accelerates healing and prevents scars. Understanding when and how to use different spot treatments is essential for optimal results. Timing is everything with spot treatments. The most effective time to treat a pimple is at the earliest sign of its formation. Many people feel a small bump developing under their skin 1 to 2 days before it becomes visible. Applying spot treatment immediately when you feel this early bump can prevent it from fully developing. If you notice a pimple just starting to form, small, red, not yet inflamed, beginning treatment immediately can prevent significant inflammation and reduce healing time by days. Different pimple types require different treatments. For small whiteheads or pimples with visible centers, spot treatments with salicylic acid effectively flatten the pimple and accelerate healing. Apply a salicylic acid spot treatment directly to the whitehead using a clean cotton swab or applicator. For closed comedones or small flesh-colored bumps, salicylic acid is also most effective. For inflammatory red pimples without visible centers, benzoyl peroxide is more effective than salicylic acid. For large, painful, deep cystic acne, neither topical spot treatment alone is sufficient. These require professional dermatologist intervention, intralesional.
Article 7. Diet and Nutrition for Clear, Glowing Skin. 1. Why what you eat shows on your skin. Your skin is the largest organ of your body, and also one of the most honest. Every bite you take affects its elasticity, clarity, and ability to heal. Unlike creams that work from the outside, nutrition fuels your skin from within. When your diet is balanced with vitamins, minerals, and hydration, the difference is visible. Fewer breakouts, brighter tone, and a natural glow. Your skin is a mirror of your gut, and your habits point to. The gut-skin connection inside your intestines lives a vast ecosystem of bacteria called the microbiome. When balanced, it controls inflammation and absorbs nutrients efficiently. But a diet high in sugar, alcohol, and processed food throws this balance off, leading to acne, rosacea, or eczema. Supporting your gut with fiber and fermented foods is the foundation of clear skin. 3. Hydration. The simplest glow secret. Skin cells are made mostly of water. Dehydration causes tightness, flakiness, and dullness. Drink 2 to 3 liters of water daily and add hydrating foods like cucumber, watermelon, and oranges. Herbal teas, chamomile, green, rooibos also count. Caffeine and alcohol do the opposite. They dehydrate. 4. Essential macronutrients for skin health. Your skin thrives on a balance of protein, healthy fats, and complex carbohydrates. Protein supplies amino acids to build collagen and elastin. Healthy fats, omega-3 and 6, keep the barrier supple. Complex carbs, grains, vegetables provide steady energy without insulin spikes. Crash diets deprive skin of these essentials and can lead to dryness and premature aging. Point 5. Vitamins that make a visible difference. Vitamin A controls oil production, speeds healing. Found in carrots, spinach, eggs. Vitamin C boosts collagen and fades dark spots. Citrus, kiwi, broccoli. Vitamin E antioxidant that protects from UV damage. Nuts and avocados. Vitamin B complex keeps skin moist and reduces redness. Whole grains and bananas. Point 6. Minerals for strength and clarity. Zinc anti-inflammatory, reduces acne. Pumpkin seeds, lentils, seafood. Selenium fights free radicals. Brazil nuts and brown rice. Iron prevents pale, dull skin. Spinach, red meat, beans. Copper supports melanin production for even tone. Point 7. Omega fatty acids, the beauty oils within omega-3s, EPA and DHA, from salmon, chia, flaxseed, and walnuts reduce inflammation and dryness. They improve acne, eczema, and psoriasis by keeping the barrier resilient. Aim for 2 servings of fatty fish weekly or take a high-quality fish oil supplement. Point 8. Antioxidants. Your natural sunblock antioxidants neutralize free radicals that cause wrinkles and pigmentation. Colorful plants contain the most: berries, pomegranate, kale, tomatoes, green tea, and dark chocolate, 70% plus cocoa. Think rainbow on your plate. The more color, the more protection. Point 9. Probiotics and prebiotics. Probiotics, yogurt, kefir, kimchi, miso, introduce good bacteria. Prebiotics, oats, garlic, onion, banana, feed them. Together they balance the gut and reduce systemic inflammation that shows up as acne or rosacea. Point 10. Foods that trigger breakouts. Dairy, especially skim milk, may stimulate insulin-like growth factors. Sugar and white bread cause blood sugar spikes and inflammation. Processed meat and fried foods oxidize oils in your skin. Excess iodine, salt, seaweed may trigger acne for some people. Point 11. The anti-inflammatory plate. Build every meal around these 4 elements: a source of lean protein, healthy fats, avocado or olive oil, fiber-rich carbs, quinoa, sweet potato, half a plate of vegetables in varied colors. Add spices like turmeric and ginger. They are powerful anti-inflammatories. Point 12. Breakfast ideas for radiant skin: oatmeal with berries, chia seeds, and almonds. Avocado toast on whole grain bread with a soft-boiled egg. Smoothie with spinach, banana, flaxseed, and yogurt. Morning meals set your glucose balance for the day, and that controls oil and hormone levels. Point 13. Lunch that heals: combine lean protein, chicken, tofu, salmon, with a big portion of greens and a complex carb like brown rice or quinoa. Add a squeeze of lemon. Its vitamin C aids iron absorption and collagen production. Point 14. Dinner that regenerates: night is when your skin repairs itself. Choose foods rich in tryptophan, turkey, pumpkin seeds, to promote sleep and melatonin. Pair with steamed vegetables and a drizzle of olive oil to deliver fat-soluble vitamins. Point 15. Smart snacking: snack on carrots, nuts, edamame, or a piece of fruit instead of chips. Your skin doesn't need refined salt and saturated fat. It needs steady energy and nutrients. Point 16. Supplements that support skin health: while food should come first, some supplements can help fill gaps. Collagen peptides improve elasticity and hydration. Zinc gluconate for acne control. Vitamin D regulates cell turnover and immunity. Evening primrose oil balances hormones. Consult a doctor before adding anything new. More is not always better. Point 17. The role of detoxification: the liver and kidneys naturally detoxify your body. They just need support. Eat beets, garlic, onion, and leafy greens to boost detox enzymes. Avoid juice cleanses that starve you of protein. They often harm more than help. Point 18. Balancing blood sugar for balanced skin: high glycemic swings trigger insulin and IGF-1, which stimulates sebum and inflammation. Eat smaller meals every 4 hours, combine protein with carbs, and favor low GI foods like lentils and brown rice. Stable sugar equals stable skin. Point 19. Hydrating from within: infused water ideas. Add slices of lemon, mint, cucumber, or berries to your water to make hydration exciting. These natural infusions deliver trace vitamins and make you crave more water throughout the day. 20. Lifestyle synergy. Sleep, exercise, stress. Nutrition doesn't work alone. Pair it with sleep, 7 to 8 hours for cell renewal. Exercise improves circulation and oxygen flow to skin. Stress management. Cortisol spikes can undo your diet's benefits. Holistic balance turns healthy food into visible radiance. 21. Sample 7-day Glow Up Meal Plan. Day 1. Oatmeal plus salmon salad plus stir-fried veggies. Day 2. Yogurt with berries plus tofu bowl plus lentil soup. Day 3. Eggs plus quinoa lunch plus sweet potato dinner. Day 4. Smoothie plus chicken wrap plus brown rice veggies. Day 5. Chia pudding plus shrimp salad plus grilled fish. Day 6. Avocado toast plus bean chili plus green pasta. Day 7. Fruit bowl plus rice paper rolls plus miso soup. 22. Long-term perspective. Food as skincare. Beautiful skin isn't built in a week, it's maintained over years. Your daily choices, every glass of water, every meal with color and balance add up. There's no cream that can replace nutrient-rich blood and a calm gut. Think of your diet as your first and most powerful skincare routine. Article 8. The Science of Exfoliation. AHAs versus BHAs versus PHAs == 1. Why exfoliation is the secret to radiant skin. If you could choose just one skincare step that instantly improves texture, brightness, and clarity, it's exfoliation. Our skin renews itself naturally every 28 days, but this process slows with age, stress, and pollution. Dead cells accumulate, clogging pores and making skin dull. Exfoliation removes that barrier, revealing fresh, smooth skin beneath, but not all exfoliation is created equal. The secret is understanding which method, AHA, BHA, or PHA, your skin truly needs. 2. The two families of exfoliation. Physical versus chemical exfoliation means removing old skin. There are two main methods: physical exfoliation, scrubbing with particles or brushes; chemical exfoliation, using acids or enzymes to dissolve dead cells. While physical scrubs can feel satisfying, they often cause micro-tears, especially on acne-prone or sensitive skin. Chemical exfoliation, on the other hand, works evenly, deeper, and safer if done correctly. 3. How chemical exfoliation works. Our skin surface is held together by a glue of dead cells and lipids. Acids loosen this glue by breaking down bonds between old cells, allowing new ones to surface. This not only refines texture, but also helps other skincare products absorb better. Think of exfoliation as clearing the road before applying any treatment vehicles. 4. Meet the trio. AHAs, BHAs, and PHAs. Chemical exfoliants come mainly in three families: AHA, alpha-hydroxy acids, water-soluble, surface brighteners. BHA, beta-hydroxy acids, oil-soluble, pore purifiers. PHA, polyhydroxy acids, gentle hydrators for sensitive skin. Each one targets a different skin concern, and choosing the right one can transform your routine. 5. AHAs. The surface polishers. AHAs dissolve the glue that binds dull cells to the top layer. They're ideal for dry, sun-damaged, or uneven skin. Common types include glycolic acid, the smallest molecule, penetrates deeply, best for rough texture; lactic acid, derived from milk, gentler and hydrating; mandelic acid, larger molecule, slow absorbing, perfect for sensitive or darker skin tones. Use at night, starting with 5 to 8% and gradually increasing if tolerated. 6. The benefits of AHAs: smooth uneven texture and fine lines, fade pigmentation and acne marks, stimulate collagen production, enhance skin luminosity almost instantly. They're like a mini facial peel at home, but they require sunscreen daily. 7. BHAs. The deep cleaning warriors. BHAs are oil-soluble, meaning they penetrate inside pores to dissolve sebum and dead cells, ideal for oily, acne-prone skin. The most common is salicylic acid. Derived from willow bark. It's anti-inflammatory and antibacterial, helping clear blackheads, whiteheads, and prevent future breakouts. 8. The benefits of BHAs: unclog pores and prevent acne, reduce redness and inflammation, improve shine control for oily skin, minimize blackheads with regular use. They're the best skin decongestant you can have in your cabinet. Point 9. PHAs. The Gentle Innovators PHAs are the newest generation of exfoliating acids: gluconolactone, lactobionic acid, and galactose. They have larger molecules than AHAs, so they work slower and stay on the skin's surface. That means less irritation, more hydration. Perfect for sensitive, rosacea, or post-treatment skin. Point 10.
And choose formulations suitable for your skin type. If your acne worsens after starting a new moisturizer, discontinue it and try a different product rather than assuming moisturizer itself is the problem. Guide 11. Sun Protection and UV Damage Prevention for Acne-Prone and Treated Skin. Sun protection is non-negotiable for anyone with acne or using acne treatments, yet it's frequently neglected. Understanding UV damage, sunscreen types, and proper application is essential for protecting your skin from damage while treating acne. UV radiation from the sun damages skin through multiple mechanisms. UVB rays cause sunburn and skin cancer. UVA rays penetrate deeply, causing aging, wrinkles, and skin cancer. Both types of UV radiation increase inflammation, which worsens acne. Additionally, UV exposure causes post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, dark marks remaining after acne heals, to darken significantly and persist longer. Without sun protection, acne marks that might fade within 3 to 4 months can persist for a year or longer. Many acne treatments increase photosensitivity, making skin more susceptible to sun damage. Retinoids significantly increase UV sensitivity. Salicylic acid and benzoyl peroxide cause mild photosensitivity. Chemical exfoliants, AHAs, BHAs, increase sun sensitivity. Vitamin C also increases sensitivity in some formulations. Using any of these treatments without sun protection significantly increases sun damage risk and post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. Sunscreen comes in 2 main types: mineral, physical, and chemical. Mineral sunscreens contain zinc oxide or titanium dioxide, which reflect UV rays. They're generally well tolerated, work immediately upon application, and rarely cause irritation. However, they can leave a white cast on skin and may feel heavy. Chemical sunscreens contain organic compounds that absorb UV rays and convert them to heat. They're typically lightweight and invisible on skin but may cause irritation in sensitive individuals and require application 15 minutes before sun exposure to be effective. For acne-prone skin, sunscreens labeled non-comedogenic or for acne-prone skin are essential. Many facial sunscreens are specifically formulated to be lightweight and non-clogging. Combination sunscreens containing both mineral and chemical ingredients often provide the best balance of effectiveness and wearability for acne-prone skin. SPF, sun protection factor, indicates protection against UVB rays. SPF 15 blocks about 93% of UVB rays, SPF 30 blocks about 97%, and SPF 50 blocks about 98%. For daily use with acne-prone skin, SPF 30 is the minimum recommended. SPF 50 provides slightly better protection if you'll be outside for extended periods. However, SPF rating says nothing about UVA protection. Ensure your sunscreen is broad spectrum, protecting against both UVA and UVB rays. Proper sunscreen application is crucial. Most people don't apply enough. You should use about 1/4 teaspoon, 5 milliliters, for your entire face. Many people use far less, reducing actual protection significantly. Warm the sunscreen between your palms and gently press it into your skin. Apply it as the final step of your morning skincare routine, before makeup if you wear it. Daily sunscreen application, even when staying indoors, is important when using acne treatments. Window glass blocks most UVB rays but not UVA rays, meaning significant UV damage can occur through windows. If you're at a desk near a window or driving frequently, you're receiving substantial UV exposure even without being outdoors. Sunscreen reapplication is necessary if you're outside for extended periods. Reapply every 2 hours, or immediately after swimming or sweating. For convenient reapplication over makeup, use sunscreen powder, sunscreen mist, or simply reapply your liquid sunscreen gently over makeup. Additional sun protection measures supplement sunscreen. Wear protective clothing, long sleeves, pants, and hats when possible. Sunglasses protect the delicate eye area and surrounding skin. Seek shade during peak UV hours, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., when UV intensity is highest. Even with perfect sunscreen use, additional protection measures are valuable. Vitamin D production requires some UV exposure, so complete sun avoidance isn't necessary or healthy. However, brief incidental sun exposure during daily activities provides adequate vitamin D, while protecting skin involves consistent sunscreen use and protective measures during extended outdoor activities. Sunscreen ingredients sometimes interact with other skincare products. Benzoyl peroxide can reduce some sunscreen ingredient effectiveness. Apply sunscreen after benzoyl peroxide and wait a few minutes before reapplying other products. Generally, sunscreen should be your final skincare step before makeup. If you develop a sunburn despite sunscreen use, cool compresses, hydration, and soothing products like aloe vera help. Avoid further sun exposure until healed. Severe sunburns are dangerous and should be treated seriously. However, if you're using appropriate sunscreen correctly and minimizing peak sun exposure, severe sunburns should be rare. Guide 12. Treating post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation and acne scarring. After acne heals, two primary complications can persist: post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, dark marks, and physical scarring. Understanding these conditions and the various treatment approaches available is essential for achieving truly clear skin, not just clear of active acne but also free from acne's lasting marks. Post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, PIH, appears as flat, dark patches or spots where acne was previously present. These marks result from inflammation triggering excess melanin production in healing skin. PIH is particularly common in individuals with darker skin tones and in areas that received more inflammation or trauma. Unlike active acne, PIH doesn't involve bacteria or require acne-specific treatments. It requires treatments targeting melanin and pigmentation. Understanding PIH timeline is important for realistic expectations. Most PIH gradually fades naturally over 6 to 12 months with consistent sun protection, even without treatment. However, this timeline can feel unacceptably long, motivating people to pursue active treatments. The good news is that numerous treatments significantly accelerate PIH fading. Sunscreen is the foundational PIH treatment. UV exposure directly darkens hyperpigmentation, extending the timeline for natural fading. Using SPF 30+ daily and avoiding sun exposure accelerates PIH resolution dramatically. Some PIH that might take 12 months to fade with poor sun protection might fade within 3 to 4 months with strict sun protection. Vitamin C serums brighten hyperpigmentation and even skin tone. L-ascorbic acid at 15 to 20% concentration is most effective, though magnesium ascorbyl phosphate and other stabilized forms also work. Apply vitamin C serum daily in the morning before sunscreen. Results typically appear after 4 to 8 weeks of consistent use. Vitamin C also provides antioxidant protection and stimulates collagen production as a bonus benefit. Niacinamide reduces post-inflammatory redness and even skin tone. At 4 to 5% concentration in moisturizers or serums, applied daily, niacinamide shows improvements in PIH within 4 to 8 weeks. Niacinamide is gentle, suitable for even very sensitive skin, and works well in combination with other treatments. Azelaic acid is particularly effective for PIH. At 15 to 20% concentration, applied twice daily, azelaic acid reduces melanin production and even skin tone. Prescription azelaic acid, Azalex, Phenacea, is more potent than over-the-counter versions. Many dermatologists recommend azelaic acid specifically for PIH management. Results typically appear within 4 to 8 weeks. Kojic acid inhibits melanin production. Available in serums and
11. The placebo of hope. Even when a cream doesn't dramatically change appearance, the belief that you're caring for yourself has measurable psychological benefit. Hope activates reward circuits and lowers inflammation. The mind heals alongside the skin. 12. The inner critic. Most of us carry an inner voice that says, "You're not enough." It comments on every blemish. Notice it, but don't obey it. Respond with compassion. I'm human. My skin works hard to protect me. Kindness softens both the voice and the wrinkles it causes. 13. Community and connection. Skincare can be solitary, but it also builds community, forums, spas, shared stories of progress. Connection itself releases dopamine and oxytocin, which help immunity and wound healing. Emotional support is medicine disguised as conversation. 14. Aging and acceptance. Aging skin tells the story of a life lived. Every line holds laughter, sorrow, endurance. When you shift from fighting time to caring through time, skincare becomes gratitude. Moisturizer turns into mindfulness. 15. The power of consistency. Consistency in skincare mirrors emotional stability. Small, repeated acts create big change. The patience you practice on your skin trains your brain to endure uncertainty in life. 16. Consumer culture and confusion. The beauty industry thrives on insecurity. The antidote is knowledge and boundaries. When you buy less but better, you reclaim control. The goal isn't endless novelty, it's sustainable joy. 17. Sleep, light, and emotion. Circadian rhythms tie skin renewal to rest. When you sleep well, repair hormones peak. Morning light resets serotonin, darkness signals melatonin. Respect these cycles, they're the silent skincare steps you can't bottle. 18. Healing through scent anchors memory. A favorite cream can remind you of safety. Choose products whose aroma calms rather than overstimulates. A gentle fragrance can lower anxiety by guiding breathing rhythm unconsciously. 19. How confidence changes skin posture, breathing, and expression affect circulation. When you feel confident, your face opens, more oxygen, more glow. Confidence isn't magic, it's improved physiology. 20. Digital detox and skin detox. Constant screen exposure raises cortisol and HV light damage. Taking breaks restores both your nervous system and your complexion. A calm mind reflects as calm skin. 21. Skincare as identity. For some, skincare is creative expression, textures, colors, steps. For others, it's a quiet rebellion against neglect. Both are valid. Rituals tell stories. I exist, I matter, I care. 22. The therapeutic mirror. Try this tonight. While applying moisturizer, look into your eyes and say one kind sentence to yourself. It feels awkward at first, but with time it reprograms self-talk. You're training the mind to see a friend, not a flaw. 23. Why slow beauty is the future. Slow beauty values progress over perfection, sustainability over speed. It's kinder to skin, to planet, to psyche. Healing takes time, so does trust in yourself. 24. Gratitude as a serum before bed. List one thing your skin did right today. Maybe it protected you from sun, healed a scratch, or glowed despite stress. Gratitude relaxes the vagus nerve, deepening sleep and repair. 25. Emotional inflammation. Anger, jealousy, and self-criticism are biochemical events. They raise cytokines, just like infection. Emotional hygiene, forgiveness, empathy, laughter is as crucial as cleanser and SPF. 26. The role of therapy. Sometimes skin issues mirror deeper wounds. Therapy helps separate appearance from worth. Many clients find their acne or dermatitis eases once they resolve chronic stress patterns. The skin listens to the psyche. 27. The art of aging gracefully. True beauty lies in harmony between inner peace and outer care. When you stop fearing time, you start glowing from acceptance. Skin becomes a map, not a mask. 28. The final reflection. Skincare is not about chasing youth, it's about preserving connection to yourself. When you wash your face tonight, you're not erasing, you're renewing. Every gentle motion says, I choose to begin again. Article 16. Skin confidence in the age of filters. Learning to love your real face. 1. The age of illusion. We live in a time where skin is no longer just skin. It's a filter, a brand, a digital identity. Every scroll shows faces so flawless they look unreal. Pores vanish, jawlines sharpen, cheeks glow under soft light. We forget that those faces are often pixels, not people. The danger is not the filter itself, but the way it reshapes our expectation of what human skin should be. 2. How filters rewrite reality. Filters flatten texture and erase imperfections, but in doing so they erase authenticity. When you see your unedited face after hours of filtered images, the brain perceives it as less attractive, a psychological phenomenon called contrast distortion. Your own reflection starts to feel like a mistake that needs fixing. 3. The rise of digital dysmorphia. Therapists now treat a new form of body dysmorphia driven by social media. People bring filtered photos to clinics and ask to look like their own edited selves. This disconnect between digital and real skin fuels anxiety, self-doubt, and a constant sense of inadequacy. 4. Skin is story, not error. Your skin records your life, sleep lost, tears shed, smiles repeated. Each mark is a chapter. When you erase them all, you erase context. Healthy skin is alive and therefore flawed. Perfection is a kind of death. 5. The science of perception. Humans read faces through texture and micromovement. A filter that removes all texture creates a flat, robotic look that our brains register as uncanny. Real faces breathe, shift, reflect light differently each second. That's where warmth comes from. 6. Confidence as physiology. Confidence isn't just a feeling, it changes posture, breathing, circulation. When you accept your real face, you literally increase blood flow and oxygenation, creating the radiance no filter can replicate. 7. From comparison to compassion. Every time you compare your skin to someone else's, pause and ask, what is my skin doing for me right now? Maybe it's healing a scratch, protecting you from pollution, regulating temperature. Gratitude shifts focus from appearance to function. 8. Curating your digital diet. Unfollow accounts that trigger self-criticism. Follow educators, dermatologists, and real skin creators who show texture and aging without shame. Your feed is a mirror. Choose mirrors that tell the truth. 9. Lighting and self-deception. Good lighting flatters, bad lighting exposes. Neither defines you. Skin is a living surface responding to light, not a static canvas. Learning this frees you from panic when you catch an unflattering angle. 10. The micro moments of self-trust. Each time you resist the urge to edit a photo, you strengthen neural pathways of acceptance. Confidence builds through repetition, Tiny acts of self-trust that accumulate into peace. 11. Redefining beauty through function. Beauty is not symmetry alone but health in motion, hydrated skin, steady breath, spark in the eyes. When you maintain sleep, hydration, and SPF, you look better because you are better. Biochemically. 12. Mindful mirror practice. Stand in front of a mirror without makeup once a day. Notice texture, color, light. Name 3 things you appreciate: resilience, expression, warmth. This simple exercise rewires how your brain categorizes your face, from object to ally. 13. The power of honest imagery. Campaigns that show freckles, wrinkles, and acne normalize reality. Every honest image is a small act of social healing. By showing your own real skin, you give others permission to breathe. 14. Skincare as grounding. Cleansing becomes a ritual of presence. Warm water, circular motion, steady breath. When you anchor your attention in sensation, you pull your mind out of comparison and into now. 15. Acceptance and action. Self-acceptance doesn't mean neglect. You can love your face and still treat your acne. The energy comes from care, not disgust. Motivation born from kindness is always more sustainable. 16. Aging in HD. High-definition cameras reveal every line, but those lines prove you've laughed and survived. Technology shows detail, wisdom shows meaning. Let the camera record life, not erase it. 17. Emotional hydration. Confidence needs hydration too. Time outdoors, deep breaths, real talks with friends. Emotional dryness shows on skin as fatigue. Feed both your barrier and your boundaries. 18. Choosing products for calm, not perfection. The best routine is the one you enjoy enough to repeat. Pick textures that comfort, scents that soothe. Pleasure itself lowers cortisol, helping skin heal. 19. The ripple effect of authenticity. When you show up barefaced online or offline, you set a micro-trend of truth. Authenticity spreads faster than airbrush because it meets a deep human hunger for realness. 20. How to handle comments. Someone will always judge. Remember, criticism reveals their projection, not your value. Respond with silence or humor, never self-doubt. 21. When confidence becomes contagious. Confidence radiates through micro-expressions and voice tone. Others sense it instantly. Ironically, the moment you stop chasing perfection, people perceive you as more beautiful. 22. Educating the next generation. Teach children that skin is not a flaw to fix, but a living organ to respect. If they grow up seeing
steroid injections are highly effective for cystic acne. Preparation is important. Before applying any spot treatment, cleanse the area thoroughly to remove makeup, dirt, and oil. Pat the area dry completely. Applying spot treatments to damp skin reduces effectiveness and increases irritation. Wait a full 2 to 3 minutes after cleansing to ensure complete dryness. When applying spot treatment, use a clean applicator. Never apply with your finger as this spreads bacteria. Cotton swabs, disposable applicators, or sterile tools are appropriate. Apply a small amount directly to the pimple, covering just the lesion itself and a tiny bit of surrounding skin. Using too much spot treatment wastes product and irritates surrounding healthy skin. Spot treatment frequency depends on the product and your skin's tolerance. Salicylic acid spot treatments can typically be used twice daily, morning and evening, if your skin tolerates it. Benzoyl peroxide spot treatments should typically be used once daily initially, preferably at night, then increase to twice daily if your skin adapts well. Some very potent spot treatments are meant to be used only once or twice weekly. The less is more principle applies to spot treatments. Using more frequent applications or larger amounts doesn't accelerate healing, it only increases irritation and dryness. Consistent, moderate use is more effective than aggressive over-application. Never pick, squeeze, or extract pimples yourself unless absolutely necessary. Squeezing ruptures the follicle wall, pushing bacteria, sebum, and dead skin cells deeper into the skin. This spreads the pimple, increases inflammation, and significantly increases scarring risk. Additionally, using your fingers spreads bacteria to other areas of your face, causing more pimples. If a pimple has a visible white center and you feel you must extract it, use a professional extraction tool or, ideally, have a dermatologist perform professional extraction. If you do extract a pimple, do so properly. First, apply a warm compress for 10 minutes to soften the plug and open the pore. Use a sterile lancet or extraction tool, available at pharmacies or dermatology offices, to make a tiny puncture or use an extraction loop to gently apply pressure around the pimple. Never use fingernails. After extracting, immediately apply an antiseptic and then an acne treatment. This approach minimizes the damage compared to aggressive squeezing. Acne patches are an excellent spot treatment innovation. These hydrocolloid bandages, infused with acne-fighting ingredients like salicylic acid, are applied over pimples. They absorb pus and oil from the pimple while protecting it from external bacteria and irritation. Acne patches work best on surface pimples with visible centers rather than deep cystic acne. They're typically left on for 6 to 8 hours or overnight, providing results within 6 to 8 hours to overnight for responsive pimples. Many people use acne patches under makeup during the day or overnight. They're convenient, visible results-oriented, and non-irritating. Pimple patches containing active ingredients like salicylic acid, benzoyl peroxide, or tea tree oil are superior to regular hydrocolloid bandages. However, regular hydrocolloid bandages provide some benefit through moisture management and protection even without active ingredients. Spot treatment serums and gels remain on your skin, typically used twice daily. Apply after cleansing and before moisturizer. Common spot treatment actives include benzoyl peroxide, salicylic acid, azelaic acid, and sulfur. Choose based on your pimple type. Inflammatory acne responds better to benzoyl peroxide, comedonal acne to salicylic acid. For very aggressive spot treatment, some dermatologists recommend combining low concentrations of different actives, perhaps a small amount of salicylic acid followed by a small amount of benzoyl peroxide on the same pimple. However, this should only be done if your skin tolerates it well and should be used sparingly. For most people, one spot treatment at a time is appropriate. Sulfur spot treatments are often overlooked but can be highly effective, particularly for inflammatory acne and sensitive skin. Sulfur has been used in dermatology for over a century and has proven antibacterial and anti-inflammatory properties. Some people find sulfur more tolerable than benzoyl peroxide or salicylic acid. Intralesional steroid injections administered by dermatologists are the gold standard for large, painful cystic acne. A small amount of steroid is injected directly into the cyst, causing it to deflate and heal within days. This prevents the cyst from persisting for weeks or months and significantly reduces scarring risk. If you have large cystic acne, ask your dermatologist about this option. Common mistakes with spot treatments include starting with too strong products, using them too frequently, using too much product, expecting overnight complete resolution, or abandoning consistency after just a few days. Spot treatment works best with realistic expectations. A moderate pimple treated consistently for 3 to 5 days should flatten and improve noticeably. Large cystic pimples take longer and may require professional intervention. Guide 10. strategic moisturizing for acne-prone skin, hydration without triggering breakouts. One of the most common and damaging myths about acne is that people with acne shouldn't use moisturizer. This myth causes countless people to have dry, irritated, sensitive skin that's actually more prone to acne. Proper moisturizing is absolutely essential for acne-prone skin, and understanding how to moisturize without clogging pores is critical. The reality is that acne-prone skin, especially if you're using acne treatments, desperately needs moisturizer. Here's why. When your skin is dehydrated, it compensates by producing more sebum. This excess sebum actually worsens acne. Additionally, most acne treatments, salicylic acid, benzoyl peroxide, retinoids, cause dryness and irritation. Using moisturizer counteracts these side effects, allowing you to continue treatments without excessive discomfort. Finally, properly hydrated skin has a stronger barrier function, which improves overall skin health and actually reduces acne. The key to moisturizing acne-prone skin is selecting appropriate products. Look for moisturizers specifically formulated as non-comedogenic, meaning they don't clog pores or trigger acne. The ingredients matter significantly. Lightweight hydrating ingredients like hyaluronic acid, glycerin, and humectants hydrate without being occlusive or pore clogging. Niacinamide hydrates while also having acne-fighting properties. Centella asiatica, SICA, soothes irritation and supports skin barrier function. Ceramides strengthen your skin barrier, which is particularly important when using strong acne treatments. Avoid heavy oils and butters if you have acne-prone skin. Coconut oil, shea butter, and petroleum jelly can clog pores in susceptible individuals. However, some facial oils specifically designed for acne-prone skin can be beneficial. Jojoba oil, squalane oil, and rosehip seed oil are lightweight and non-comedogenic for most people. If you choose to use facial oil, use sparingly, just a few drops mixed into your moisturizer or applied as the last step of your routine. Texture matters when choosing a moisturizer for acne-prone skin. Lightweight gels absorb quickly and won't leave your skin feeling greasy. Hydrating lotions provide more hydration than gels while still being lightweight. Creams are heavier but may be necessary during winter or if your skin is severely dry from acne treatments. Everyone's needs are different. Experiment to find what works for you. Application technique is important. Apply moisturizer to slightly damp skin immediately after cleansing or applying treatments. This allows the moisturizer to lock in hydration from the water on your skin. Use about a quarter-sized amount for your entire face. Warm it between your palms, then gently press it into your skin using your fingertips. Don't rub or massage aggressively, as this can irritate acne lesions. Daytime and nighttime moisturizing might differ. During the day, use a lightweight gel or lotion moisturizer that won't make your skin feel greasy under makeup or throughout the day. Many people use a sunscreen as their daytime moisturizer since sunscreen provides hydration and protection simultaneously. At night, you can use a slightly richer moisturizer if desired, though many people use the same moisturizer day and night. If your skin is very dry from acne treatments, you might use the layering or sandwich method. Apply your treatment, retinoid, benzoyl peroxide, salicylic acid, wait 20 minutes, apply moisturizer, wait a few minutes, then apply another thin layer of moisturizer. This significantly reduces irritation and dryness while maintaining treatment efficacy. In winter or dry climates, increase moisturizing frequency or richness. You might apply moisturizer twice daily or use a richer nighttime formula. Some people add a facial oil, just a few drops, over their moisturizer for extra hydration during very dry periods. In summer or humid climates, you might reduce moisturizer richness, using only a lightweight gel. If your skin is extremely oily and acne-prone, you might feel you don't need moisturizer. However, most very oily skin is actually dehydrated. The skin is overproducing oil to compensate for internal dehydration. Using a lightweight hydrating moisturizer often actually reduces oil production by satisfying your skin's hydration needs. Sunscreen functions as both protection and moisturizer. Many quality sunscreens for daily use include hydrating ingredients. Use a sunscreen as your daytime moisturizer, applying it after your morning skincare routine and before makeup. Reapply every 2 hours if you'll be in the sun, or use a sunscreen powder for convenient reapplication over makeup. Hydrating masks once or twice weekly provide intense hydration, supplementing your regular moisturizer. Sheet masks or cream masks with hydrating ingredients like hyaluronic acid, glycerin, or honey can be applied for 10 to 20 minutes, then removed. This boosts hydration without requiring daily changes to your routine. It's possible to over-moisturize. Applying excessive amounts or using too rich formulas can clog pores and worsen acne. Use appropriate amounts, about quarter-sized for your face.
Article 11. Natural remedies that actually work for acne, and which to avoid. Point 1. The modern obsession with natural today, more people than ever are turning to natural skincare. We crave purity, simplicity, and safety, especially after years of harsh chemicals and over-medicated routines. But natural does not always mean safe, and chemical does not always mean bad. After all, water and oxygen are chemicals too. The real goal is not to reject science, but to use nature's power intelligently, combining ancient remedies with modern understanding. Point 2. Understanding acne before you treated. Acne forms when oil glands overproduce sebum, dead skin cells clog pores, and bacteria multiply. Inflammation then turns these clogged pores into pimples, blackheads, or cysts. Natural remedies can help by calming inflammation, killing bacteria, and balancing oil, but only if you choose the right ones and stay consistent. Point 3. The role of inflammation in acne. Acne is an inflammatory condition, not just a hygiene issue. That's why many natural ingredients that reduce inflammation, such as aloe vera or green tea, often work better long-term than aggressive spot treatments. So the best natural approach focuses on calming, balancing, and healing rather than attacking. Point 4. Aloe vera. Nature's cooling aloe vera gel contains polysaccharides and salicylic-like compounds that soothe irritation and gently exfoliate. It also hydrates without clogging pores. Use pure aloe gel directly from the leaf or a 99% aloe vera product. Apply after cleansing morning and night. Over a few weeks, redness and inflammation noticeably decrease. Point 5. Tea tree oil. A natural antiseptic tea tree oil is one of the most studied natural acne remedies. It has antimicrobial and anti-inflammatory effects that target acne-causing bacteria. Mix 1 drop of tea tree oil with 10 drops of a carrier oil like jojoba or grapeseed. Apply only to affected areas, never directly on bare skin. Overuse can cause dryness or sensitivity, so moderation is key. Point 6. Green tea. Antioxidant powerhouse. Green tea is rich in polyphenol, especially EGCG, which reduces sebum and calms redness. You can drink 2 to 3 cups daily or apply chilled green tea directly to your skin with a cotton pad. Some people even freeze it into ice cubes for a refreshing morning anti-inflammatory boost. Point 7. Honey. The ancient antibacterial raw honey, particularly Manuka honey, has natural antibacterial and healing properties. It also keeps wounds moist and speeds up recovery. Spread a thin layer over clean skin, leave for 15 minutes, and rinse. Use 2 to 3 times a week. Honey masks help prevent new breakouts and fade existing marks. Point 8. Apple cider vinegar. Use with extreme caution. Apple cider vinegar has gained a cult following for its antibacterial and exfoliating abilities. But it is very acidic and can burn the skin if used undiluted. If you want to try it, mix 1 part vinegar with 5 to 10 parts water. Use a cotton pad to dab lightly, then rinse after 1 minute. For most people, gentler acids like lactic or mandelic acid are safer. Point 9. Turmeric. The golden anti-inflammatory turmeric contains curcumin, which reduces redness, swelling, and scars. To make a simple mask, mix 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder with honey or yogurt. Apply for 10 minutes, then rinse thoroughly. Beware that it can temporarily stain your skin yellow. Harmless, but noticeable. Point 10. Witch hazel. The natural toner witch hazel is a plant extract with mild astringent and anti-inflammatory effects. It can reduce oil and calm inflamed pimples. Use an alcohol-free witch hazel toner to avoid dryness. Apply once daily with a cotton pad after cleansing. Overuse may dry sensitive skin, so balance with moisturizer. Point 11. Jojoba oil. Balancing oil with oil. It may seem counterintuitive, but certain oils help acne instead of worsening it. Jojoba oil closely resembles natural sebum, tricking the skin into producing less oil. It also carries antibacterial compounds and antioxidants. Massage a few drops onto damp skin at night. Within weeks, you may notice smoother, softer, less oily skin. Point 12. Zinc. The quiet mineral hero zinc helps regulate hormones, control oil, and reduce inflammation. You can take zinc supplements or use topical creams containing zinc oxide. Foods rich in zinc, like pumpkin seeds, lentils, and seafood, also help. Most people see clearer skin within 2 months of consistent intake. Point 13. Oatmeal. Gentle and calming oats contain beta-glucans that soothe irritation. An oatmeal mask can calm redness and restore moisture. Blend oats with warm water or honey. Apply for 15 minutes and rinse. It's safe for daily use, even on sensitive skin. Point 14. Ice therapy. Simple but effective. Ice doesn't cure acne but reduces swelling fast. Wrap an ice cube in a soft cloth and press on inflamed pimples for 30 seconds. This constricts blood vessels and eases redness before events or filming days. It's a natural way to calm without chemicals. Point 15. Natural remedies to avoid. Not every natural ingredient is skin-friendly. Avoid the following common mistakes. Lemon juice, too acidic, can cause burns and pigmentation. Baking soda alters pH and destroys barrier lipids. Toothpaste, full of irritants, not designed for skin. Coconut oil, comedogenic, clogs pores despite being natural. Essential oils without dilution, risk of chemical burns. Natural should never mean careless. Point 16. The diet connection. Natural remedies work best when paired with natural eating. A clean diet reduces inflammation internally. Add fruits, vegetables, omega-3 rich foods, and plenty of water. Reduce dairy and processed sugar. The fewer processed foods you eat, the clearer your skin becomes. Point 17. Lifestyle and stress. No remedy works if stress hormones run wild. Sleep deprivation and anxiety fuel acne. Incorporate meditation, breathing exercises, or evening walks. Combine inner peace with outer care. Your skin reflects your state of mind. Point 18. How to build a natural acne routine. Morning. Cleanse with gentle natural soap or aloe cleanser. Use green tea or witch hazel toner. Moisturize with aloe or jojoba oil. Apply sunscreen, always essential. Evening. Cleanse again. Apply diluted tea tree or azelaic acid serum. Seal with honey or centella moisturizer. Use turmeric or oat mask twice weekly. Consistency transforms these steps into results. Point 19. Combining natural and modern science. The best routines merge both worlds. You can pair a dermatologist-prescribed retinoid with natural calming ingredients like centella or oat extract. Use green tea alongside sunscreen for antioxidant protection. Science and nature can complement, not compete. Point 20. Patience and realistic expectations. Natural remedies take time. You might see results after 4 to 6 weeks, not overnight. But improvements from natural care are often more stable and sustainable because they work with your skin, not against it. Think long-term. Every day of gentle, consistent care is a step toward stronger, calmer skin. Point 21. The emotional impact of going natural, switching to natural remedies can feel empowering. It reconnects you with your body and the earth. But remember, natural skincare is not a religion. Don't feel guilty for using modern treatments when necessary. The best skincare philosophy is flexibility, using what works, with mindfulness and respect for your skin's individuality. Point 22. The long game, nature, and consistency. The skin's natural cycle takes about 1 month. Each cell that dies and renews reflects the care you've given it. Stay consistent with gentle, nature-inspired rituals. Over time, acne becomes less frequent, scars fade, and your complexion stabilizes. The real miracle isn't in the honey, tea tree oil, or aloe. It's in your discipline and belief that slow, kind care can transform your skin from the inside out. Article 12. Treating body acne, back, chest, and shoulder breakouts. Point 1. Why body acne deserves more attention. Most skincare advice focuses on the face. But acne doesn't stop there. For many people, it extends to the back, chest, and shoulders. These areas have larger oil glands and thicker skin, which makes them more prone to clogging. Body acne can be painful, itchy, and confidence-draining, especially during summer or before social events. The good news, it's treatable and often easier to manage than facial acne once you understand the triggers. Point 2. What causes body acne? Body acne develops through the same process as facial acne: clogged pores, excess sebum, bacteria, and inflammation. But several unique factors make body acne worse: sweat, friction from clothes, backpacks, and even laundry detergent residues all contribute. When combined with heat and humidity, the back becomes the perfect breeding ground for acne-causing bacteria. Point 3. The role of sweat and friction. Sweat itself doesn't cause acne. It's the combination of sweat and tight clothing that traps moisture and bacteria against your skin. This creates an environment where pores get blocked and inflammation begins. Wearing tight gym wear for hours after exercising is one of the most common triggers. Always shower immediately after sweating heavily, and avoid synthetic fabrics that trap heat. Point 4. Common mistakes that make body acne worse. Many people scrub their back and chest aggressively, thinking it will clean the acne away. In reality, that irritation breaks the barrier and spreads bacteria. Other common mistakes include using hair conditioner that drips down the back, leaving residue, or sleeping in sweaty clothes. Acne thrives in trapped heat, oil, and friction. The fix is gentle cleansing and breathable fabrics, not punishment. Point 5. The difference between body acne and folliculitis. Not every bump on your back is acne. Folliculitis, inflammation of hair follicles, often looks similar but feels itchier and spreads faster. Folliculitis is usually caused by yeast or bacteria, not oil glands. If bumps are very small, red, and itchy, especially after sweating, you might have fungal acne. The treatment is slightly different and includes antifungal washes or creams. Point 6. Step 1. The right cleansing routine. Cleansing is your first line of defense. Use a salicylic acid, ∨ body wash, or a benzoyl peroxide wash once daily. These ingredients remove oil, clear pores, and kill bacteria effectively. Massage the wash into affected areas and let it sit for 2 to 3 minutes before rinsing. Don't rush, contact time matters. After showering, pat dry with a clean towel. Never rub. Point 7. Step 2. Exfoliate wisely. Exfoliating removes dead skin and keeps pores open. Use chemical exfoliants like glycolic acid or lactic acid once or twice a week. Avoid harsh body scrubs or loofahs. They can tear inflamed skin. Instead, use a soft washcloth or chemical exfoliant pads. Consistency matters more than intensity. Point 8. Step 3. Moisturize the right way. Dry skin leads to more oil production. So even oily or acne-prone areas need hydration. Choose lightweight, non-comedogenic lotions with ingredients like niacinamide, ceramides, and hyaluronic acid. Avoid thick butters or oils such as coconut oil, which can clog pores. Point 9. Step 4. Treat targeted breakouts for stubborn spots. apply benzoyl peroxide gel 2.5 to 5% or azelaic acid cream after showering. If you prefer natural options, tea tree oil diluted or niacinamide serum can help reduce inflammation without harshness. Spot treat daily until inflammation subsides. Point 10. Step 5. Protect your skin from sweat and heat. Wear loose, breathable fabrics made of cotton or bamboo. Avoid sitting in sweaty clothes or gym gear. If you must wear a backpack often, place a soft cotton layer between the strap and your back to reduce friction. Remember, airflow prevents bacterial buildup. Point 11. Body acne and hair products. Many people unknowingly worsen their back acne with their hair routine. Conditioners, oils, and styling creams that contain silicones or waxes can clog pores as they rinse down your back. The solution: wash your body after washing your hair. That way, you remove any leftover residue. Point 12. The power of benzoyl peroxide remains one of the most effective treatments for body acne. It kills acne-causing bacteria and reduces inflammation. Use a 5% body wash in the shower, but rinse thoroughly and use white towels. It can bleach fabrics. Within 4 to 6 weeks, you'll notice fewer active breakouts and smoother texture. Point 13. When fungal acne is the real culprit. If your acne doesn't improve with typical acne products, it might be fungal acne, caused by yeast, Malassezia. It thrives in humid areas like the back, chest, and scalp. Use ketoconazole shampoo as a body wash 2 to 3 times weekly, letting it sit on the skin for 5 minutes before rinsing. Fungal acne improves quickly when treated correctly, sometimes within 2 weeks. Point 14. Diet's role in body acne. Body acne reacts to internal inflammation just like facial acne. Reduce dairy, sugar, and processed food intake. Add anti-inflammatory. Article 19. Aging gracefully. The art of growing beautifully with time. There comes a moment, often quietly, when you realize your reflection has changed. The face that once looked endlessly young now carries traces of memory, faint lines near the eyes, a softer jaw, a gentler texture. For some, that moment brings fear. For others, it brings a strange, peaceful clarity. Aging, after all, is not something happening to you. It is something happening through you. It is life continuing its story in your skin. We live in a culture that worships youth but misunderstands beauty. The obsession with anti-aging has taught generations to see natural change as loss instead of evolution. But if you look closely, time doesn't take away your beauty, it transforms it. There is a luminosity that comes only with years, a quiet radiance made of acceptance, wisdom, and calm. You can't paint that glow with makeup, nor fake it with filters. It comes from knowing who you are and no longer needing the world's approval to believe it. The skin tells the story of your life. Every smile leaves a trace, every hardship leaves a mark, every recovery leaves strength beneath the surface. These marks are not flaws, they are chapters. You wouldn't tear pages out of a book to make it look new. You would honor them because they hold the meaning. Your face is your autobiography, written in light and shadow. We are told to fight aging, to tighten, lift, erase. But what if the goal isn't to fight time, but to move with it gracefully? The human body is not an enemy. It is a companion that has carried you through decades of living. When you shift from battle to collaboration, you stop waging war on yourself. Skincare becomes not resistance, but gratitude. Healthy aging begins in the mind. Fear of wrinkles often hides a deeper fear, the fear of being less visible, less wanted, less relevant. But the truth is that presence doesn't fade with youth, it deepens. There is an energy that comes from experience, a magnetic calmness that young faces cannot imitate. When you stop chasing youth, you start emanating power. Science tells us that after the age of 30, collagen declines by about 1% each year. But it also tells us that new collagen still forms when you protect, nourish, and move your body. The message isn't despair, it's opportunity. Every act of care is a signal to your cells that you still value this vessel, this living architecture that holds you. Sunscreen, hydration, sleep, and nutrition aren't trivial habits. They are love letters to your future self. The lines around your eyes are proof that you have laughed. The fine creases near your mouth record thousands of conversations, thousands of smiles. The softness of your skin's texture reflects the tenderness you've learned to give. You don't have to erase these signs. You only have to understand them. The goal is not to look young, it's to look alive. The paradox of aging gracefully is that the less you fight it, the more beautiful you become. Acceptance relaxes the face. Muscles that no longer clench in resistance create natural lift and brightness. Stress and insecurity age us far faster than time itself. Letting go of the constant self-critique frees your body to rest and renew. Presence is the new luxury. When you see someone who radiates calm, it's not their skin tone or contour that draws you in, it's their centeredness. Their face is not a mask, but an open landscape where life moves freely. Beauty at any age is less about symmetry and more about sincerity. The eyes that have seen much but still sparkle with kindness, that is the kind of beauty time cannot touch. Our skin is the border between inner and outer worlds. As we age, that border becomes more transparent, literally and metaphorically. We start to reflect light differently, but we also reflect emotion differently. A young face can hide exhaustion, an older face reveals truth. Yet there is strength in that transparency. It invites authenticity into every interaction. We must also remember that aging is not only biological, it's spiritual. To age well is to stay curious, compassionate, connected. The heart that keeps learning keeps glowing. The mind that stays kind stays young. The soul that continues to create, to forgive, to laugh, that soul never wrinkles. There is grace in slowing down. Modern life pushes constant acceleration, but skin, like nature, thrives in rhythm, not rush. Taking time to cleanse, to massage, to breathe, to moisturize, these are small rituals of belonging. They tell your body, you are still worth time. Each deliberate touch becomes meditation. Patience replaces panic. Instead of staring at lines in harsh light, you start noticing softness in natural light. Instead of counting flaws, you count blessings. Gratitude becomes the ultimate skincare. It floods your body with biochemistry of peace. Gratitude literally lowers inflammation, improves circulation, and releases tension. The face glows not from perfection, but from peace. When you care for your skin, do it as a conversation, not a correction. You're not trying to restore an old version of yourself. You're meeting the current version, the one who has lived more, known more, loved more. That person deserves tenderness, not nostalgia. There's a quiet beauty in people who have stopped pretending. They move differently, they speak differently. Their presence is magnetic because it feels safe. You sense that they've made peace with imperfection, and that peace invites others to relax. That's what timeless beauty really is, serenity made visible. Of course, skincare science still has its place. Retinoids, peptides, antioxidants, these are tools, not battles. Use them with respect, not desperation. A serum cannot change how you feel about yourself, but it can express that you care. Each product, each step becomes symbolic. I choose nourishment over neglect. I choose patience over panic. As you age, hydration becomes the quiet hero. The skin loses lipids and moisture, but it also learns efficiency. Think of it like a tree. Older bark may roughen, but its roots deepen. When you feed it regularly, it grows steady, not brittle. Hydration is the language of compassion, soft, sustaining, generous. Sunlight is both friend and foe. The sun gives life, color, vitamin D, and serotonin, but too much steals collagen. Respect it, don't fear it. A broad-spectrum sunscreen is not an aesthetic product, it's a long-term promise. Each morning you apply it, you're whispering to your skin, I will protect you today. Sleep, too, becomes sacred. In youth, you can cheat it, in maturity, you can't. During deep sleep, your skin repairs DNA, balances hormones, rebuilds barrier strength. Late nights and chronic fatigue show first in the skin because it is honest. Respecting rest is a form of skincare discipline that no cream can replace, and then there's movement, walking, stretching, breathing deeply. Exercise sends oxygen to the skin and releases endorphins that lift your energy. Movement keeps you connected to your body's vitality, reminding you that beauty is kinetic, not static. Food is sunlight you can taste. What you eat becomes part of your skin's architecture. Every berry, leaf, nut, and grain is construction material for your face. Aging beautifully is less about denying time and more about feeding life. The glow that people notice often begins in the gut, not the vanity mirror. But more than anything, aging gracefully is emotional. It's learning to forgive the body for changing, to honor the process of becoming someone new. When you stop criticizing your reflection, your face relaxes. When you stop wishing for the past, your presence becomes magnetic. The most radiant people are not the youngest, they are the most at ease. Look around at someone who radiates peace, a grandmother laughing easily, an artist lost in her craft, a teacher whose eyes light up when she listens. Their beauty doesn't shout. It hums. It invites you in. Time has softened them, not diminished them. That's what graceful aging looks like, not denial, but devotion to life as it unfolds. In truth, time doesn't age us, resistance does. The more you resist, the tighter your muscles hold, the more exhaustion seeps in. The more you surrender to rhythm, the more energy flows. Article 20. The skin, mind connection, how emotions shape your complexion. Your skin is a mirror that never lies. It reflects every emotion, every sleepless night, every surge of joy or anxiety that moves through your body. While most people treat skincare as a surface activity, cleansers, creams, serums, your skin quietly listens to something deeper. Your thoughts, your hormones, your emotional weather. When your inner world storms, your outer layer clouds. When your mind rests, your skin shines. Modern science now confirms what poets and healers have sensed for centuries. The skin and the mind are inseparable. They share the same embryonic origin. Long before birth, the cells that form your brain and the cells that form your skin divide from the same layer of tissue. They remain lifelong siblings, connected through millions of nerve endings and chemical messengers. Every heartbeat of emotion ripples outward, reaching your complexion. Think of the last time you blushed. A word, a gaze, a thought, and within seconds, warmth spread across your cheeks. Or the time fear drained color from your face, leaving you pale. These are not coincidences. They are communication. Your skin is the emotional display screen of your nervous system. Stress is the most common translator of the mind's turmoil. When you worry, your brain releases cortisol and adrenaline, hormones that prepare the body to survive, not to glow. They redirect blood flow from skin to muscles, suppress digestion, and inflame oil glands. The result: breakouts, dullness, dehydration. Long-term stress keeps the skin in a state of microinflammation, slowing repair and weakening the barrier. That's why chronic worriers often look older than their years. The skin has been living in survival mode, but the opposite is also true. When you feel safe, appreciated, and calm, your brain releases oxytocin and endorphins. These hormones dilate blood vessels, improve oxygen flow, and stimulate collagen. Peace literally softens your skin. A calm mind gives rise to a calm face. Many cultures intuited this long before dermatology had the vocabulary. Ancient Chinese medicine mapped emotional stress to specific organs, anger to the liver, fear to the kidneys, worry to the spleen, each organ connected to zones of the face. Ayurvedic traditions described similar relationships, calling the skin the outer expression of inner harmony. What modern science adds is evidence. Inflammation markers in the bloodstream rise with emotional distress, and those same markers appear in acne, eczema, and rosacea flares. This link is not metaphorical, it's biochemical. Every emotion triggers neurotransmitters that travel through the neurocutaneous system, a vast network where nerves, immune cells, and hormones talk constantly. When you feel embarrassed, tiny vessels open. When you feel threatened, they constrict. When you feel love, your parasympathetic system floods the body with signals of safety, inviting regeneration. The mind-skin dialogue is especially visible in conditions like eczema or psoriasis. Flare-ups often follow emotional upheaval, exams, breakups, grief. Patients who learn to regulate stress through breathing, mindfulness, or therapy often see improvement even without changing topical medication. The skin doesn't just need products. It needs peace. Consider acne, one of the most emotionally charged skin issues. For many, breakouts trigger shame and self-consciousness, which then increase stress, which worsens acne, a perfect feedback loop. Breaking that loop requires more than benzoyl peroxide. It requires kindness. When you respond to a breakout with calm rather than panic, cortisol stays lower, inflammation eases, healing accelerates. Your mindset is medicine. Sleep is another translator between emotion and appearance. During deep sleep, the body releases growth hormone, repairing tissue and balancing moisture. But emotional overthinking keeps the brain alert, reducing slow-wave rest. One night of poor sleep raises cortisol enough to dull the skin for days. Chronic insomnia carves shadows, fades vitality. Rest is not vanity, it's therapy written in biology. Even love leaves fingerprints on the skin. People in healthy relationships tend to have better wound healing and stronger immune responses. Touch, eye contact, laughter all release oxytocin, which calms inflammation and boosts microcirculation. This is why affectionate people often appear radiant. They live in biochemistry of connection. On the other side, loneliness physically alters the skin. Research shows isolation raises inflammatory cytokines, slows collagen production, and impairs barrier recovery after irritation. Emotional isolation becomes visible as fragility, dryness, redness, slow healing. The body keeps score of solitude. You can learn to read your skin's emotional language. Persistent jaw tension and breakouts along the chin often point to suppressed stress or anger. Redness across the cheeks may mirror embarrassment, anxiety, or overstimulation. Dullness during burnout is your body's whisper, "I need rest." The more fluently you interpret these signals, the faster you can respond with compassion instead of chemicals. Mindfulness is one of the most powerful topical treatments you can't buy. When you slow your breath and anchor attention to touch, you activate the vagus nerve, a master regulator of calm. The pulse slows, inflammation markers drop, and within minutes, the face softens. This is not mystical, it's measurable. Mindfulness lowers cortisol, which means fewer breakouts and less sensitivity. The language of the mind also shapes how you perceive your own skin. Two people can have Article 13. The truth about pores. Can you really shrink them? 1. Why pores fascinate and frustrate us. Everyone has pores, yet most people wish they didn't. We obsess over them in magnifying mirrors, wondering why they look so large, uneven, or dirty. Beauty advertisements promise to erase or shrink them overnight, feeding an illusion that perfect, poreless skin exists. The truth? Pores are not flaws, they're vital, functional openings that keep your skin alive. You can't erase them, but you can refine and balance them. Once you understand how pores actually work, you'll stop fighting them and start supporting them. Point 2. What pores really area pore is a small opening in your skin through which oil and sweat reach the surface. There are two main kinds: sweat pores, part of your sweat glands; sebaceous pores, connected to your oil glands and hair follicles. Each hair on your body grows from a follicle, and at the base of that follicle lies a sebaceous gland that produces sebum, your skin's natural moisturizer. The opening through which that sebum travels is the pore you see. Point 3. Why pores appear larger. Pores can't physically open or close like doors. Their size is genetically determined. What changes is how visible they are. When pores fill with oil, dead cells, or debris, they stretch and appear bigger. A buildup of sebum oxidizes at the surface, turning dark. That's the blackhead you notice. Enlarged pores are usually a reflection of skin texture, oil balance, and age, not cleanliness. Point 4. The myth of shrinking pores. No product can permanently change the size of a pore. You can't close them, tighten them forever, or make them disappear. What you can do is minimize their appearance by keeping them clean, hydrated, and surrounded by healthy collagen. Think of pores like the openings in fabric. When the fibers are strong and elastic, the holes look smaller. When the fabric stretches or weakens, they widen. Point 5. Genetics and skin type. Genetics play the largest role in pore size. People with oily or combination skin naturally have larger pores because they produce more sebum. Those with dry skin have smaller pores but may suffer from flaking and tightness. You can't change your genetics, but you can manage the conditions that make pores look worse: oil buildup, dehydration, and aging. Point 6. The role of collagen and aging. Collagen is the scaffolding that supports your skin. In youth, collagen keeps everything firm and lifted. As collagen declines with age, pores lose support and look more visible. That's why retinoids, vitamin C, and sunscreen, which protect and rebuild collagen, indirectly make pores look smaller over time. Point 7. Daily cleansing habits matter more than you think. Cleansing doesn't close pores, but it does prevent them from stretching. Wash your face twice daily with a mild, pH-balanced cleanser to remove oil and impurities. If you wear makeup or sunscreen, double cleanse at night. Start with an oil cleanser, then use a gentle water-based one. Avoid harsh scrubbing. Friction inflames pores and worsens texture. Point 8. Exfoliation. The great refiner. Dead skin cells are like dust in your pores. Exfoliation clears them out before they settle. Chemical exfoliants such as salicylic acid, BHA, penetrate deep into oily pores, dissolving clogs from within. Alpha hydroxy acids, AHAs, like glycolic or lactic acid, polish the surface for a smoother look. Use exfoliants 2 or 3 times a week. Overdoing them can damage your barrier and enlarge pores further. Point 9. Steam and warm water. Temporary effects. Only steam opens pores visually, not physically. Heat softens oil plugs, making extraction easier, but once the skin cools, pores return to normal size. Steaming is useful before applying masks or doing extractions. Just don't overheat the skin or do it daily. A 5-minute warm compress once a week is plenty. Point 10. Cold water and ice. The short-term tightener. Splashing cold water or rubbing ice on the face constricts blood vessels and gives a temporary tightening sensation. It's refreshing but doesn't change pore size. However, it can reduce inflammation and make pores appear smaller for a few hours. A good pre-event trick, not a long-term cure. Point 11. Clay masks. Nature's vacuum cleaners. Clay masks, especially those made from kaolin or bentonite, absorb excess oil and impurities. Use once or twice weekly, leaving it on for no longer than 10 minutes. Overusing clay masks can dry the skin and paradoxically cause more oil production. Always follow with a hydrating serum or moisturizer afterward. Point 12. Retinoids. The real game changers. Retinoids are vitamin A derivatives that increase cell turnover and boost collagen. By clearing dead cells and thickening the dermal layer, retinoids reduce the appearance of pores from within. Start slowly, 2 nights a week, and moisturize generously. Over time, usually 12 weeks or more, your pores appear smoother, tighter, and less noticeable. Point 13. Niacinamide. The balancer niacinamide, or vitamin B3, is one of the most versatile ingredients for all skin types. It regulates oil production, strengthens the barrier, and brightens dullness. Regular use. 5 to 10% concentration helps balance sebum and refine texture, giving pores a soft focus look under light. Point 14. Sunscreen. The unsung hero of pore care. UV damage breaks down collagen, leading to sagging and enlarged pores. Wearing sunscreen daily protects your skin structure and prevents further enlargement. Look for lightweight, non-comedogenic formulas. They won't clog pores or feel greasy. Point 15. Hydration. The overlooked secret: dehydrated skin exaggerates pores. When your skin lacks water, pores look more sunken and rough. Using hydrating serums with hyaluronic acid and glycerin plumps the surrounding tissue, softening the entire texture. Drink enough water, but remember, topical hydration matters. 2.16. Professional treatments that deliver. If home care isn't enough, dermatologists can offer advanced treatments. Chemical peels, laser resurfacing, and microneedling all stimulate collagen and refine texture. Microneedling creates microinjuries that trigger new collagen formation, tightening skin naturally. Laser treatments target oil glands and promote smoothness. These aren't overnight miracles, but consistent sessions yield visible refinement. 17. Why over-cleansing backfires. Many people with visible pores think the solution is to scrub harder. In reality, over-cleansing strips natural oils and triggers rebound sebum. The skin produces even more oil to compensate. Gentle cleansing twice daily is optimal. If your face feels squeaky or tight afterward, it's too harsh. 18. Common products that exaggerate pores. Heavy creams, silicones, and certain sunscreens can settle into pores, reflecting light in a way that highlights them. Switch to oil-free or gel-based formulas. Always remove makeup thoroughly before bed. Even the best routine fails if you sleep in foundation. 19. Makeup tricks for minimizing pores without hiding them. A smooth makeup base can visually blur pores. Use a water-based primer with dimethicone or niacinamide. Avoid thick mattifying products that dry your skin. They often crack and emphasize texture. Less coverage, more glow. When your skin reflects light evenly, pores fade into the background. 20. The emotional side of pore anxiety. Many people develop an unhealthy obsession with their pores, checking them under harsh lighting or magnifying mirrors. This magnifies imperfections that no one else notices. No camera, conversation, or friend sees your pores as closely as you do. Pore anxiety is often a symptom of perfectionism, not poor skin. Learning to accept normal skin texture is part of emotional skincare. It's freedom from unrealistic expectations. 21. Long-term pore health, the real routine for long-term refinement. Combine gentle daily habits with targeted actives. Morning, cleanser, niacinamide serum, moisturizer, sunscreen. Night, double cleanse, retinoid, lightweight hydration. Weekly, 1 clay mask, 1 chemical exfoliation. Over months, the transformation is subtle but profound. Smoother surface, balanced oil, calmer tone. Your pores haven't disappeared. They've simply learned harmony. 22. The deeper truth, pores as a sign of life. Pores are evidence that your skin is alive, breathing, and working as it should. Without them, you couldn't sweat, regulate temperature, or maintain moisture. Instead of erasing them, think of refining your relationship with them. The smoother and healthier your skin becomes, the less you notice them, and the more natural your beauty appears. True skincare maturity is realizing that healthy texture is more beautiful than fake perfection.
8 plugs that promote acne formation. By removing these cells, exfoliation prevents cum-dun formation and allows treatment products to penetrate more effectively. There are 2 primary exfoliation categories: physical and chemical. Physical exfoliation involves mechanical removal of dead skin cells using abrasive materials like scrubs, brushes, or tools. Chemical exfoliation uses acids or enzymes to dissolve the bonds between dead skin cells, allowing them to shed naturally. For acne-prone skin, chemical exfoliation is superior to physical exfoliation, and here's why. Physical exfoliation, particularly harsh scrubs, can damage acne-prone skin in multiple ways. When you scrub inflamed acne lesions, you irritate them further, increase inflammation, and can rupture the follicle wall, spreading bacteria and sebum deeper into the skin. The mechanical action can also cause micro-tears in your skin barrier, leading to increased sensitivity and irritation. For these reasons, dermatologists typically recommend avoiding physical scrubs if you have acne. Chemical exfoliation is gentler and more effective. There are two main types of chemical exfoliants: alpha-hydroxy acids, AHAs, and beta-hydroxy acids, BHAs. AHAs, including glycolic acid and lactic acid, are water-soluble and work on the skin's surface. They're excellent for general exfoliation, improving texture, and reducing the appearance of fine lines. However, they don't penetrate into oil-filled pores effectively. BHAs, particularly salicylic acid, are oil-soluble and can penetrate into sebum-filled pores, making them ideal for acne-prone skin. Salicylic acid dissolves the sebum and dead skin cell plug within the follicle, directly preventing and treating comedones. For acne-prone skin, exfoliating 2 to 3 times weekly with salicylic acid is generally appropriate. Some people with very resilient skin can tolerate daily use, while those with sensitive skin may do better with once or twice weekly exfoliation. Begin conservatively with 2 to 3 times weekly, observing how your skin responds over 2 to 3 weeks before increasing frequency. Exfoliation products come in various formats. Exfoliating cleansers contain salicylic acid and are used during your regular cleansing routine. These are gentle and convenient for daily use. Exfoliating toners are applied after cleansing and before other treatments. They're typically stronger than cleansers and are meant to be left on the skin. Exfoliating serums and treatments are the most concentrated forms and are usually applied 2 to 3 times weekly. Exfoliating masks are meant to be applied for a specific duration, usually 10 to 15 minutes, then rinsed off. When starting exfoliation, begin with a lower concentration of salicylic acid, typically 0.5% to 1%, and gradually work up to 2% as your skin builds tolerance. Many beginners make the mistake of jumping to high concentrations, causing excessive irritation, dryness, and peeling. This leads them to conclude that exfoliation doesn't work for them when the actual problem was starting too strong. The exfoliation process requires proper technique. Apply your exfoliating product to clean, completely dry skin. Applying to damp skin increases irritation and reduces effectiveness. Use your fingertips to apply the product gently, spreading it evenly across your face, paying special attention to areas where acne is most prevalent. Some exfoliating products are meant to be left on overnight, while others are rinsed off after a specific duration. Follow product instructions carefully. During the initial exfoliation period, expect some adjustment. Your skin may experience mild redness, slight dryness, or mild peeling. This is normal and typically subsides within 1 to 2 weeks as your skin adapts. However, if you experience severe irritation, excessive peeling, or significant discomfort, reduce your exfoliation frequency or concentration. Listen to your skin, it will tell you what it needs. Never combine multiple exfoliating products on the same day, and especially avoid combining exfoliants with other strong actives like retinoids or benzoyl peroxide on the same night initially. This overexfoliation damages your skin barrier, causes excessive irritation, and can actually worsen acne. Once your skin is accustomed to each product individually, you can sometimes combine them, but do so cautiously and only if your skin tolerates it well. Some people experience purging when they begin exfoliation, where acne temporarily worsens as the exfoliant brings impurities to the skin surface. This is generally a positive sign that the product is working, and it usually subsides within 1 to 2 weeks. However, if purging lasts longer than 2 to 3 weeks or becomes unbearable, discontinue the product and consult a dermatologist. After exfoliating, your skin barrier is compromised and needs careful management. Moisturize generously with a product suitable for your skin type. Avoid other potentially irritating ingredients like vitamin C, niacinamide in high concentrations, or peptides on exfoliation days. Stick to basic cleanse, exfoliate, and moisturize. Use sunscreen religiously, as exfoliated skin is more susceptible to UV damage. Seasonal variations affect exfoliation needs. During winter, when skin is naturally drier, you may need to reduce exfoliation frequency. During summer, when skin is oilier and more resilient, you might tolerate more frequent exfoliation. Listen to your skin and adjust accordingly. Results from regular exfoliation appear gradually. After 4 weeks of consistent exfoliation with salicylic acid, you should notice smoother texture, fewer comedones, and generally improved skin clarity. Acne lesions should appear flatter and less inflamed. However, exfoliation is most effective as part of a comprehensive acne treatment plan, not as a standalone solution. Guide 4: Salicylic Acid, the Science, Concentrations, and Complete Application Guide. Salicylic acid has been a cornerstone of acne treatment for decades, and understanding its mechanism and proper use is essential for anyone dealing with acne. Salicylic acid is a beta-hydroxy acid, BHA, meaning it's oil-soluble. This oil solubility is what makes it particularly effective for acne-prone skin. It can penetrate into oil-filled pores where other water-soluble ingredients cannot reach. Salicylic acid works through multiple mechanisms. First, it acts as a keratolytic, meaning it helps dissolve the protein bonds between dead skin cells, promoting cell shedding. Inside the follicle, it dissolves the sebum and dead skin cell mixture that forms come-done plugs. Second, it has mild antibacterial properties, helping reduce bacterial colonization within blocked pores. Third, it has anti-inflammatory effects, reducing the redness and irritation associated with acne lesions. Fourth, it can stimulate cellular turnover, promoting healthier skin overall. Salicylic acid comes in various concentrations, typically ranging from 0.5% to 2%. The concentration directly correlates with effectiveness and also with irritation potential. A 0.5% solution is very gentle, making it suitable for sensitive skin or those new to salicylic acid. A 1% solution is considered standard for most people with acne-prone skin, providing a good balance between effectiveness and tolerability. A 2% solution is the maximum recommended concentration for at-home use. Guide 1: Complete Understanding of Acne, Pathophysiology, Types, and Root Causes. Acne is one of the most prevalent skin conditions affecting approximately 85% of people aged 12 to 24, with significant numbers also experiencing adult acne. To effectively treat acne, you must first understand its underlying mechanisms and various manifestations. Acne develops through a complex process involving 4 primary factors: increased sebum production, follicular hyperkeratinization, colonization by Cutibacterium acnes bacteria, and inflammation. The sebaceous glands, which produce sebum or skin oil, become hyperactive primarily due to hormonal stimulation. During puberty, androgens like testosterone trigger increased sebum production. This oil production is essential for skin protection, but excess sebum creates an environment conducive to acne development. The sebaceous glands have androgen receptors, meaning individuals with heightened sensitivity to hormones or with hormonal imbalances experience excessive sebum production. Follicular hyperkeratinization refers to the abnormal shedding of skin cells lining the hair follicle. Normally, dead skin cells shed and exit through the hair follicle to the skin surface. In acne-prone individuals, these cells stick together and don't shed properly, creating a plug within the follicle. This plug, combined with sebum, forms an ideal environment for bacterial growth and acne formation. Cutibacterium acnes, previously known as Propionibacterium acnes, is a naturally occurring bacterium on human skin. However, in the oxygen-poor environment created by plugged follicles, this bacterium proliferates rapidly. These bacteria produce enzymes and toxins that trigger the immune system, causing inflammation and the visible acne lesions you see on your skin. Inflammation is the final component and arguably the most visible aspect of acne. When the immune system responds to bacterial presence and follicle rupture, it sends inflammatory cells to the area, causing redness, swelling, heat, and the formation of pustules or nodules. Understanding this process is crucial because different acne treatments target different components of this mechanism. There are numerous acne types, each requiring different treatment approaches. Non-inflammatory acne includes blackheads and whiteheads. Blackheads, or open comedones, form when a follicle is clogged with sebum and dead skin cells, but the pore remains open. The dark appearance results from oxidation of the sebum, not dirt. Whiteheads, or closed comedones, occur when the follicle is completely sealed, trapping sebum and dead cells beneath the skin surface, creating a small white or flesh-colored bump. Inflammatory acne is more noticeable and potentially scarring. Papules are small, firm, red bumps without a visible center, representing the body's inflammatory response. Pustules are similar to papules but contain a visible yellow or white center filled with pus. These are the classic pimples most people recognize. Nodules are larger, deeper, solid lesions that develop when inflammation extends deeper into the skin. They're typically painful and can last for weeks. Cystic acne represents the most severe form, where large, fluid-filled lesions develop deep within the skin. These are extremely painful and highly prone to causing permanent scarring. Several factors contribute to acne development beyond just hormones and bacteria. Genetics play a significant role. If your parents had severe acne, you're more likely to experience it too. Environmental factors matter considerably. Living in humid climates can exacerbate acne due to increased moisture promoting bacterial growth. Pollution and environmental toxins can clog pores and trigger inflammation. Stress hormones like cortisol increase sebum production and inflammation, explaining why acne often worsens during stressful periods. Diet influences acne more than previously thought. High glycemic foods rapidly spike blood sugar, causing insulin surges that trigger sebaceous gland stimulation and androgen production. Dairy products, particularly skim milk, contain hormones and proteins that may trigger acne in susceptible individuals. Omega-3 fatty acid deficiency promotes inflammation, while excessive omega-6 consumption without sufficient omega-3s creates an inflammatory imbalance. Certain medications, including corticosteroids and lithium, are known to trigger or worsen acne as a side effect. Recognizing your specific acne type and identifying contributing factors is the first step toward effective treatment. Some people have purely hormonal acne, while others struggle with bacterial acne, dietary triggers, or environmentally influenced breakouts. Understanding your personal acne profile allows you to select treatments targeting your specific problem rather than wasting time and money on ineffective solutions. Guide 2: Comprehensive Daily Cleansing and Preparation Routine for Acne-Prone Skin. The foundation of any successful acne treatment regimen is an appropriate cleansing routine. Many people underestimate the importance of proper cleansing, believing that any soap will suffice. However, for acne-prone skin, the cleansing process is far more nuanced and critical to success. Your cleansing routine will prepare your skin for treatment products and remove substances that promote acne formation. Begin by understanding that you should cleanse your face twice daily, once in the morning and once at night. Morning cleansing removes the oil, dead skin cells, and bacteria that accumulate overnight while you sleep. Your skin is active at night, producing more sebum and shedding dead cells, so morning cleansing is not optional. Evening cleansing is equally important, removing makeup, environmental pollutants, dirt, excess oil, and dead skin cells accumulated throughout the day. Many people neglect evening cleansing or do it hastily, significantly compromising their acne treatment results. Temperature matters more than most people realize. Always use lukewarm water, never hot water. Hot water strips away your skin's natural oils and disrupts the skin barrier, leading to increased irritation and compensatory sebum overproduction. Excessively hot water also causes blood vessel dilation, temporarily increasing inflammation and making acne appear worse. Conversely, cold water doesn't effectively remove oil and impurities, leaving your skin inadequately cleansed. Selecting an appropriate cleanser is crucial. For acne-prone skin, choose a gentle, pH-balanced cleanser specifically formulated for this skin type. The pH of your skin is approximately 4.5 to 5.5, slightly acidic. Using alkaline soaps disrupts this pH balance, damaging your acid mantle and increasing sensitivity and bacterial overgrowth. Look for cleansers labeled pH balanced or for acne-prone skin. Many quality acne cleansers contain salicylic acid, a beta-hydroxy acid that penetrates into pores to dissolve sebum and dead skin cells. A concentration of 0.5% to 2% is appropriate for daily cleansing. Some people prefer cleansers with benzoyl peroxide, which kills acne-causing bacteria. A 2.5% benzoyl peroxide cleanser is effective without excessive drying when used in a cleansing format rather than as a leave-on treatment. Others prefer gentle, fragrance-free cleansers without active ingredients, particularly if their skin is sensitive or if they're using other strong acne treatments. Experiment to find what works best for your skin, understanding that what works for your friend may not work for you. The cleansing process itself requires attention to technique. Wet your face thoroughly with lukewarm water to open your pores slightly and soften your skin. Apply your cleanser using your fingertips or a soft washcloth. Using your hands is often preferable because you have better control and can feel whether you're applying too much pressure. Gently massage the cleanser into your skin using circular motions for approximately 30 to 45 seconds. This duration gives the cleanser time to dissolve oil and loosen impurities without overstripping your skin. Pay special attention to your T-zone, your forehead, nose, and chin, where sebum production is typically highest. However, don't neglect other areas, particularly your jawline and cheeks where hormonal acne often appears. Be especially gentle around your eyes and lips where skin is thinner and more sensitive. Never use a rough scrub or washcloth, as physical abrasion can irritate acne lesions, spread bacteria, and increase inflammation. After thoroughly massaging, rinse your face completely with lukewarm water. Ensure you remove all cleanser residue, as leftover cleanser can irritate your skin and interfere with the absorption of treatment products. Pat your face gently dry with a clean, soft towel. This is important. Never rub your face dry aggressively. Aggressive rubbing irritates inflamed acne, increases inflammation, and can spread bacteria to other areas of your face. Use a clean towel every time, as bacteria from used towels can contaminate your skin and worsen acne. After cleansing, wait 1 to 2 minutes before applying any treatment products. Applying products to damp skin can dilute them and reduce effectiveness. Additionally, some ingredients like retinoids and benzoyl peroxide can irritate damp skin more readily than dry skin. Use this waiting time to remove contact lenses if you wear them, preventing irritation from treatment products coming into contact with your lenses. Immediately after cleansing and while your skin is still slightly damp, apply a hydrating toner or essence. Toners serve multiple purposes. They rebalance your skin's pH after cleansing, provide hydration, and prepare your skin to absorb subsequent treatment products more effectively. Choose a hydrating toner rather than an astringent one, as astringent toners can overdry acne-prone skin. Your toner should feel refreshing and absorb quickly without leaving sticky residue. Following your toner, apply your acne treatment product. If you're using salicylic acid or benzoyl peroxide, apply it to your entire face or just to acne-prone areas depending on your skin's tolerance and your dermatologist's recommendations. If you're using stronger treatments like retinoids, apply them now according to your dermatologist's guidance. Finally, apply an appropriate moisturizer for your skin type. Many people skip this step thinking moisturizer will worsen acne, but this is a critical mistake. Your skin needs hydration regardless of acne status, and properly moisturized skin actually has better outcomes with acne treatment. Consistency is absolutely paramount. Your cleansing routine should become as automatic as brushing your teeth. Skip even one cleansing session, and you compromise your results. Many successful acne treatment success stories emphasize that the foundation was a consistent cleansing routine combined with appropriate treatments. Even the most powerful acne medications won't work if your skin isn't properly cleansed to allow product penetration. Guide 3: Advanced Exfoliation Science and Strategies for Acne-Prone Skin. Exfoliation is a critical component of acne management, yet it's often done incorrectly, causing more harm than benefit. Understanding exfoliation science and implementing proper techniques is essential for clear skin. Exfoliation removes dead skin cells that accumulate on your skin's surface and, more importantly, within your follicles. When dead skin cells accumulate inside follicles, they combine with sebum to create, offering significant exfoliating power but requiring experienced use to avoid over-irritation. Professional-grade salicylic acid can be applied at concentrations up to 20 to 30% during chemical peels, but these are only performed in clinical settings and are significantly stronger than over-the-counter products. Salicylic acid products come in numerous formats, each with advantages and disadvantages. Cleansers containing 0.5 to 2% salicylic acid are the gentlest form. You use them daily during your regular cleansing routine, and the short contact time limits irritation while still providing exfoliating benefits. Cleansers are ideal for maintaining clear skin and for beginners new to salicylic acid. Toners or liquid exfoliants contain higher concentrations and are left on the skin, providing more potent exfoliation than cleansers. These are typically applied after cleansing and before other treatments, 2 to 3 times weekly. They provide more dramatic exfoliation than cleansers but also carry more irritation risk. Serums and treatments are concentrated salicylic acid formulations meant to be applied to specific areas or the entire face, typically 2 to 3 times weekly. They're left on the skin and provide significant exfoliation. These are powerful products best used by those with resilient, acne-prone skin who have already adapted to gentler salicylic acid products. Spot treatments apply high concentrations of salicylic acid directly to individual breakouts for targeted treatment. These are excellent for treating isolated pimples without exfoliating your entire face. Starting with salicylic acid requires a conservative approach. If you've never used it before, begin with a 0.5% cleanser or 1% toner used 2 to 3 times weekly. Use it for 2 to 3 weeks, assessing your skin's response. If your skin tolerates it well without excessive irritation, dryness, or sensitivity, you can increase frequency to daily use or switch to a higher concentration product. When applying salicylic acid toners or serums, use clean fingertips or a cotton pad to apply evenly across your face, focusing on areas prone to acne. Use about a nickel-sized amount for your entire face. Apply to completely dry skin. Applying to damp skin increases irritation. Allow the product to dry completely before applying other products. Some salicylic acid products are meant to stay on your skin indefinitely, while others are meant to be rinsed off after a specific time. Read instructions carefully. Common mistakes when using salicylic acid include starting with too high a concentration, using it too frequently, combining it with too many other actives, and failing to moisturize adequately afterward. Starting with 2% and using it daily will almost certainly cause excessive irritation, dryness, and peeling. You're much better served starting gently and gradually increasing. Never combine salicylic acid with benzoyl peroxide on the same evening initially. Both are exfoliating actives that can cause significant irritation if used together by someone whose skin isn't accustomed to strong treatments. Once your skin has adapted to each individually, you might combine them cautiously, but build up to this gradually. Salicylic acid makes your skin more sun-sensitive, not severely, but notably. Always use SPF 30+ sunscreen daily when using salicylic acid. This is not optional. Sun exposure can cause post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation in acne-prone skin, and salicylic acid increases this risk. Side effects of salicylic acid are generally mild and resolve with time or reduced usage. Dryness is common, particularly if you're using higher concentrations or frequent applications. Combat dryness by using a good hydrating moisturizer immediately after applying salicylic acid. Mild peeling is normal and actually desirable. It indicates exfoliation is occurring. However, severe peeling suggests you're using too much. Slight irritation and redness may occur initially but typically resolve within 1 to 2 weeks. Some people experience temporary worsening of acne as impurities are brought to the surface, but this purging phase is usually short-lived. Results from salicylic acid appear gradually. After 2 weeks of consistent use, you might notice smoother texture. After 4 weeks, you should see reduced comedones and fewer new breakouts. Most people see significant improvement after 6 to 8 weeks of consistent use. However, salicylic acid works best for comedonal acne, blackheads and whiteheads, and mild inflammatory acne. For severe inflammatory or cystic acne, combining salicylic acid with other treatments like benzoyl peroxide or prescription retinoids is often necessary. Salicylic acid is safe for long-term use. Many people successfully maintain clear skin using salicylic acid indefinitely as their primary exfoliation and treatment method. However, occasionally, skin can become desensitized to salicylic acid if used continuously for extended periods. If you notice that salicylic acid that previously worked well seems less effective, take a 1 to 2 week break, then resume using it. This often restores its effectiveness. Alternatively, you can rotate between salicylic acid and other exfoliants like glycolic acid to prevent desensitization. Guide 5. Benzoyl peroxide, Comprehensive Guide to Bacterial Killing and Inflammatory Acne Treatment. Benzoyl peroxide is one of the most effective and widely recommended acne treatments by dermatologists. Unlike salicylic acid, which primarily removes dead skin cells and excess oil, benzoyl peroxide specifically targets the acne-causing bacterium 𝑭𝒂𝒄𝒊𝒂𝒍 acnes. Understanding benzoyl peroxide's mechanism, concentrations, and proper application is crucial for maximizing its effectiveness while minimizing side effects. Benzoyl peroxide works through a unique mechanism. It generates reactive oxygen species that directly kill bacteria. This is fundamentally different from antibiotics, which the bacteria can develop resistance to. Bacteria cannot develop resistance to benzoyl peroxide because it works through oxidative stress rather than targeting specific bacterial proteins. This makes benzoyl peroxide an invaluable tool in acne treatment, particularly since antibiotic resistance is an increasingly serious problem in dermatology. Beyond bacterial killing, benzoyl peroxide has anti-inflammatory effects, helping reduce the redness and swelling associated with inflammatory acne. It also has mild sebum-reducing properties and may help with some degree of comedone reduction, though it's less effective for this than salicylic acid. Benzoyl peroxide comes in concentrations ranging from 2.5% to 10%, with some over-the-counter products going up to 10% and prescription-strength versions available at higher concentrations. Interestingly, studies show that 2.5% benzoyl peroxide is roughly equivalent in effectiveness to 10% benzoyl peroxide. The higher concentration doesn't necessarily mean better results, it primarily means more potential for irritation. Therefore, it's prudent to start with 2.5% and only increase concentration if needed. Benzoyl peroxide comes in multiple product formats. Cleansers containing 2.5 to 5% benzoyl peroxide gently incorporate this ingredient into your daily cleansing routine. These are appropriate for maintenance or mild acne. Spot treatments allow you to apply high concentrations directly to individual pimples. Serums or leave-on treatments apply benzoyl peroxide across your entire face and are left on the skin. These can be used daily or as directed. Gels and creams are thicker formulations that may have different absorption characteristics depending on your skin type. Starting with benzoyl peroxide requires similar caution as salicylic acid. If you're new to benzoyl peroxide, begin with a 2.5% product, ideally in a cleanser format or spot treatment, used once daily. Most people find evening application easier than morning application since benzoyl peroxide doesn't require sun protection and can be easily washed off in the morning. After 1 to 2 weeks, assess your skin's tolerance. If you're experiencing mild irritation or dryness but your acne is improving, continue. After 2 to 3 weeks, if your skin tolerates the product well, you can increase frequency to twice daily or increase the concentration to 5%. Application technique is critical. Apply benzoyl peroxide to completely clean, completely dry skin. This is more important with benzoyl peroxide than with most other products. If your skin is even slightly damp, benzoyl peroxide will irritate more readily. Allow your cleanser to fully absorb and dry, then apply benzoyl peroxide. Use a small amount, about the size of a pea for your entire face if using a leave-on product, or a slightly larger amount for spot treatment. Apply gently, allowing the product to absorb fully before applying other products. Benzoyl peroxide has a particular drawback: it bleaches fabrics and hair. If you apply it to your face, it can bleach your pillowcase, bedding, towels, and hair. Many people apply benzoyl peroxide in the evening and wash it off in the morning with their cleanser to avoid this issue. If you apply it in the morning, be extremely careful not to get it on your hair, eyebrows, or any colored clothing. Some people apply it as a spot treatment right before bed, allowing it to work overnight before being washed off in the morning. If bleaching is a concern, you might prefer using benzoyl peroxide in a wash-off cleanser format where the contact time is brief. Side effects of benzoyl peroxide are generally more significant than salicylic acid. Dryness is very common, particularly with higher concentrations or frequent applications. Combat this by using an excellent moisturizer after applying benzoyl peroxide. Some people find that benzoyl peroxide dries their skin excessively even at 2.5% concentration. If this is you, try reducing frequency to every other day or using it only as a spot treatment.
Article 9. Adult acne in men and women. Different causes. Different solutions == 1. When acne doesn't end with teen years, acne is often thought of as a teenage problem, but millions of adults still battle breakouts well into their 30s, 40s, and even 50s. Adult acne feels different, slower to heal, more inflamed, and often concentrated along the jawline or cheeks. Understanding why adult acne happens and why it differs between men and women is the key to stopping it for good. Point 2. How adult acne differs from teen acne. Teenage acne usually comes from puberty's hormone surge and fast cell turnover. Adult acne develops from slower renewal, chronic stress, and hormonal fluctuations. In adults, the skin barrier is thinner, so inflammation lasts longer and leaves marks more easily. It's less about dirty skin and more about hormonal and lifestyle imbalance. Point 3. The 4 main drivers of adult acne forms when several factors combine. Overactive sebaceous glands produce too much oil. Dead skin cells clog pores. Bacteria, Cutibacterium acnes, multiply. Inflammation triggers swelling and redness. But the trigger behind those steps differs between men and women. Point 4. Why women experience hormonal fluctuations. Female skin responds to monthly shifts in estrogen and progesterone. Right before menstruation, estrogen drops and testosterone rises, stimulating oil glands. This is why many women get jawline or chin breakouts before their period. Pregnancy, postpartum changes, birth control pills, and menopause can all reshape this pattern. Point 5. Why men break out differently. Men produce steadier and higher levels of testosterone. That means their oil glands are larger and more active year-round. Shaving adds irritation and ingrown hairs, folliculitis. For men, acne usually appears on the forehead, back, and neck, areas with dense oil glands and friction from collars or helmets. Point 6. Stress, the hidden hormone cortisol, the stress hormone, spikes with emotional pressure, lack of sleep, and constant deadlines. It stimulates oil production and inflammation just like testosterone does. Many adults see flare-ups during work stress or family conflict. Managing stress is often the missing step in clear skin plans. Point 7. Diet and modern lifestyle triggers. Fast food, sugar drinks, and coffee may fuel breakouts by raising insulin and IGF-1 levels. These hormones increase sebum and cell growth inside pores. A diet rich in omega-3s, fiber, and low glycemic carbs can reduce this effect. Add greens and water. Cut sugar and dairy. It's simple but powerful. Point 8. Skincare mistakes. Adults often make. Many adults use harsh teen acne products long after puberty. High-strength benzoyl peroxide and alcohol-based cleansers dry the skin and prolong inflammation. Others swing the other way, heavy moisturizers and occlusive makeup that block pores. The goal is balance, gentle cleansing, lightweight hydration, and targeted actives. Point 9. The role of hormones in adult women. Besides the monthly cycle, conditions like PCOS, polycystic ovary syndrome, can disrupt hormones. Too many androgens cause persistent jawline acne, thinning hair, and irregular periods. A doctor can test hormone levels and recommend treatments like spironolactone or birth control pills to regulate balance. Point 10. The role of hormones in adult men. Men rarely have cyclic fluctuations, but testosterone can still spike with gym supplements or anabolic steroids. That's why bodybuilder acne appears on chest and back. Balancing training with rest, hydration, and anti-inflammatory foods keeps the skin clear without sacrificing fitness. Point 11. Understanding barrier damage and inflammation. Adult skin is often weaker from years of sun exposure, pollution, and strong products. When the barrier is compromised, bacteria penetrate easily and cause deep inflammation. Repairing this barrier with ceramides, niacinamide, and gentle hydration is the foundation of any adult acne routine. Point 12. Building a balanced skincare routine. Morning, gentle cleanser, no sulfates, niacinamide or azelaic acid serum light moisturizer with ceramides mineral sunscreen SPF 30. Evening, oil-based cleanser to remove makeup and sunscreen salicylic acid toner 2 to 3 nights a week. Retinoid or adapalene barrier repair cream. Keep it consistent for at least 8 to 12 weeks to see stable results. Point 13. Targeted ingredients for adult acne. Niacinamide balances oil and reduces redness. Azelaic acid fades dark marks and kills bacteria. Salicylic acid cleans pores and exfoliates gently. Adapalene or tretinoin prevent clogs and stimulate collagen. Centella asiatica soothes sensitive skin. Point 14. Men's shaving and skincare tips. Men should shave after a warm shower when pores are soft. Use a sharp razor and shave in the direction of hair growth. Afterward, apply alcohol-free aftershave with aloe vera or witch hazel to calm skin. Replace blades regularly to prevent bacterial growth. Point 15. The impact of makeup on adult acne. Many women use makeup daily for confidence, but some formulas clog pores. Switch to non-comedogenic foundations and wash brushes weekly. Always double cleanse to remove every trace of product before bed. Point 16. The influence of sleep and circadian rhythm. Your skin follows a 24-hour rhythm. At night, it repairs and produces collagen. Sleeping less than 6 hours raises cortisol and reduces growth hormone, slowing healing. Aim for consistent sleep hours and avoid screens 1 hour before bed. 17. Stress management techniques. Acne thrives on stress. Daily micro-practices help. 5-minute breathing breaks, short walks outside, or 10 minutes of stretching after work. These simple acts lower cortisol and improve circulation to the skin. 18. Professional treatments for stubborn adult acne. When topical care is not enough, dermatologists offer chemical peels with salicylic or glycolic acid to resurface pores, LED light therapy, blue kills bacteria, red calms inflammation. Microneedling to smooth post-acne texture, hormonal therapy for women with androgen imbalance. Always discuss goals and tolerance before starting any professional procedure. 19. Treating post-acne marks and scars. After breakouts heal, dark spots often linger. Use vitamin C, niacinamide, and SPF to fade them gradually. For indented scars, options include microneedling or laser therapy once acne is fully under control.